Okay, everybody, welcome to DBYT Podcast. I'm Taisha, and today we have Kayla.
Hello, guys.
How you doing?
I'm doing good today.
So tell them what we're going to be talking about today.
Okay, so today we're basically gonna be talking about like envious friends, why friendships not working because of friends wanting to be in competition with other friends or just being envious, jealous of what they have.
That was great. So like she said, we're going to just hop right into it. What would you consider an envious friend? Like, what is that for people who don't even know what that is?
Okay, so an envious friend is honestly like, say like you're accomplishing things and the friend's just not happy for you. The friend is not like congratulating you, not celebrating you, but like they'll celebrate other friends, and it's kind of like you feel when somebody is being envious of you. You feel it. You don't get a congratulations for anything. You see them praising everybody else, but when it comes to you, it's like nothing.
So you've been through this before?
Yes.
Do you have any stories or tell-alls that you would like to get into?
Okay, so we're gonna go back to middle school. It's a specific former friend.
Okay.
And basically, like, I'm a very generous person. Like, I never think of like competition or envious with my friends. I think of me and my friends are like, I want us all to, win. I want us all to be like, I never cared about, you copied this hairstyle, you copying this outfit. We can all wear the same thing, I never cared. So basically, like, the friends just, every single thing, like I said, I could see that I felt so left out with everything. I wasn't getting congratulated for, and not that I like need to feel that, but it's just when you see a particular friend, you're in a whole friend group and you see they're congratulating everybody else or giving everybody else their flowers, but when it comes to you, it's always, just nothing there, always feeling left out, and it always feel like they want a one up on you. Like everything, like say just even conversations, you saying something, they feel like they have to have one up on you. They feel like they have to go above and beyond to like put what you said or what you did lower. And you don't want to go through stuff like that. You think of all your friends as, like friends. You don't think of a friend as like, oh, I'm competing with her. We're friends,
almost make
though.
You think you like, are you my enemy?
Exactly. Like, why we've been friends for years? Why? Like,
what's all the animosity?
I don't get it. I don't understand it. I really don't.
So in times like that, like, what do you think made them become like that? Like, have they always been like that, or did you notice like did they started to change over time?
So, I'm not going to lie. I seen the red flags already. And like I said, we've been, the person been friends for years, like this specific person.
Yeah.
I seen the red flags, but like I said, I'm such a like I don't know why I do this to myself. I keep going until I can't go no more. So like I get like I will stay somebody's friend until I'm burnt out. And it's not that I need them. It's just like I don't like if I'm already close to you, we've been friends for years. I don't like. I don't want to...
You don't want to give up?
I don't want to give up on it because I'm like, maybe it's just this or maybe it's, I'll even think like maybe it's me. Maybe let me see this. But I know for a fact it's just not, because it has happened with other friends. Like, in the same... Yeah, so I don't know. And I also feel like sometimes it's like maybe in the household too. Like, not saying... Like, maybe like they don't get the attention that they, need at home. Or, like maybe it just was... inside of them, an internal factor that just happened to like be placed on me when we become friends or placed on the other friends just because they see different things. And sometimes it's not always about a friend being jealous of what you have. It's not about a car, this or that. It's about sometimes that other people like you, other people,
right, they're attracted to your energy.
Yes, and they don't have that, so it's it's just jealousy or envy, and I hate that.
It's kind of crazy because it's like, why would you go, like, instead of being jealous or envious of what I have or who I am, like, why don't you become your own person and see what that actually does? Because it's like sometimes you can see like when people start to become like that way towards you, they start trying to copy what you do. And it's like it works for me, but you are a whole nother different person, so it might, even if you go through all this trouble of hating on me and like in secrecy, I guess it's still not going to benefit you in the end.
Exactly.
I don't know. I don't know why people really do that.
Also, another thing is like, say you're close with one friend, and it's not that you like, say that you're all a group, but you're not leaving other friends out, but you and this one particular friend or friends are just closer.
Yeah.
It's been like situations with that too, like wanting to like make me look like the bad guy so they can have that person to themselves, and just being jealous of the friendship. And it's not even like I don't leave nobody out or nothing. It's never like personal or trying to leave anybody out. It's just
that's just what it is.
That's just what we just happen to be closer. And like I said, we never left out of like any thing that we did or nothing like that. It's just the bun. You see the bun, and then it's the jealousy from the bun.
It's like, it's kind of weird because I know exactly what you mean. I've gone through it a couple times where, like, I had to sit my friends down and be like, look, this is not going to work if I can't have my inside jokes with this person, or I can't talk to them without you. Because everything that they might be going through may not have anything to do with you. Or maybe they feel more comfortable because I have more experience in the area, or maybe I'm more empathetic than you are.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it just depends. And it's like, it gets really sad because I've had lost friends due to the fact that people were closer, but it was in different ways. Like, you might be her gym buddy, but maybe I'm her mental health friend. Like, we all serve a different purpose, and I think that people tend to forget that, and they want to be everything to one person.
Exactly.
And I think that gets like to an unhealthy stage. But like, do you and your friends like talk about mental health and things like that?
Yes, we're actually very close. Well, I'm gonna say this. Over the years, like say from my middle school to like, me just finishing my freshman year of college.
Yeah.
I have made so many different friends over the year. I have so many different friend groups, and I'm still friends with like some of the friends that I'm like from middle school. I'm still friends with them. I'm friends with my high school friends. There's some friends that I met my 12th grade, like my senior year of high school, that I'm friends with. So I do feel like sometimes I can go to other friends more than others. Like some friends, like you said, everybody, it's always a purpose for each friend.
Yeah.
I feel like some friends I really can only go party with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I really can just, we can go, to the movies, we can go party. Some friends I feel like, they can be there for me when I'm actually going through stuff. I can go to them when I'm sad, feeling depressed, or anything else. So I just,
No, like it's heavy on the parties.
Yeah.
Like, when we started doing, like, actually going out and things like that, like, we don't want to, like, okay, if our goal is to go and have fun at this specific function or whatever, we're not going to want to go after an hour.
Exactly.
We want to stay. We want to mingle. We want to talk. We want to dance. We want to whatever.
Yes.
But if you always tired, or you're always, oh, it's so high. Oh, it's so loud. Of course, like, the invitations to that is going to start getting smaller and smaller, because it's like, why would we know that you don't like it. Mm-hmm. So now it just feel like a pity invite if we keep on asking you. Why would I keep asking you if I know for a fact you don't want to do this?
Exactly.
It like, things like that never made sense to me. But it's like, then you want to play the card of, oh, you're leaving me out.
Exactly. I'm not gonna lie, that's one big thing. That's the one big issue with friendships nowadays, and I also have gone through that as well. Like, I asked you 10 times, do you want to go to this place? Like, okay, so basically, this girl I was friends with in college. This is like my only friend I actually met in college, like from college, and so we did have a falling out, and basically it was like something like that. Like, I've constantly asked, do you want to go here? Do you want to go there? And it was nothing. Like, it was nothing when I asked. But when another friend come along and now you going with them, it's like, I'm not being jealous, but I'm just saying, how can you get mad at me because the invitations are getting smaller? I'm not gonna keep asking you. I've asked you, 10 times. I'm not gonna keep doing that. And then, but you're willingly going with other people. So it's just like, make me seem like I'm the problem. Like, you don't want to be, my friend.
Have you ever been through a situation where it seems like your female friends want to kind of like be with you in a way because like of how they treated, like, of course friendships are a type of relationship, but they kind of either get possessive or they kind of get like really jealous of your other friends?
Yes, I have those too, and that's what I'm saying. I cannot win for losing when it comes to friendships. Like, I love my friends, don't get me wrong, especially like the friends group that the friends I have right now. But it's just like I said, over the years, it's been constant stuff like that. Like, I can't hang out with I hang out with this friend. This friend is mad that I'm hanging out with this friend. I hang out with this friend. The other friend is mad. It's like, they own me. Like, I'm like, I want to hang out with all of y'all. Like, even down to like my different friend groups. I have different friend groups that I can go hang out with. I'll go hang out with this friend group. I'll go hang out with that friend group. I like to be fair. I like to be fair, and even if I don't want to be fair, like, it's okay too.
Yeah, I feel like, especially at your age, like, you're young, you want to see who you click with. I think sometimes people, when they say it like this, it kind of gets misconstrued, but it is a give and take in every relationship, every bond that you create, because it's like, otherwise, what are we doing?
Exactly.
Either way, you have to be benefiting somehow, because other way you're not benefiting, which means you're either getting hurt or it's flatline. So it's like, I don't like when people try to make it seem like, oh, if you're benefiting from this friendship, then you're using me. That's not necessarily always the case. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I don't know.
Because why would I want to sit around, like, and just, like, I get, if we're friends, but why would I want to sit around people that, like, we're not benefiting each other? If we're friends, I want us to benefit each other. Like, like, if my friend, do lashes or something like that, and I do something else, let's collab. That's how I think with everything. I don't know why, everybody takes stuff different ways to take it out of proportion. I feel like that's not using you. That's just us working together
to build up. That's
together.
Because it like, even through, like, I haven't been on nobody else's podcast to my knowledge, but even putting yourself in front of a different audience, the people that watch you might not watch me all the time. Yeah. But if they see, oh, well, Kayla's on this podcast, I'm going to see what the podcast is about, because just because of you, all right, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're here. Like, that is, I hear you. But I don't know. It's like, but people always think, like, it always has to be such a bad thing on everything you put. They try to put a negative spin on everything.
Every single thing they try to spin it, and that's why I say. That's why, honestly, like, I'm happy, like I said, that I met the friends that I have, met. But it's just, like I said, over the years, I've definitely had bad experience with friends, like, falling out over, like, stuff like this. And it's stuff that probably could have been, like I said, resolved, or stuff that was, like, misconstrued, that wasn't even in the way that it was taken as, or I don't know. Yeah.
What do you think, like, as far as, like, social factors or, like, internal factors that people develop, like, this envious, like, persona? Like, what do you think causes that?
So, honestly, like I said, I'm going to go back to, like, the house thing.
Yeah.
And I know, like, I would feel bad if they didn't have, I feel bad if they didn't have that type of, love at home, or not even love, like, just, like, that attention. I feel like that's why, like, certain people do get jealous or do stuff like that, because, maybe they don't have that at home. Or, like I said, sometimes it's just you being you. It's not what you have. It's not nothing materialistic. It's just you being you. I feel like that kind of makes people, like, like, oh, I want to be,
I wish I could.
I wish I could and stuff. And I hate that it's like that. Like I said, I hate that it's like that. Also, social media too, though. And I'm taking this in a different way. So, I feel like nowadays, females want to be somebody else. I feel like celebrities. We see the celebrities. We see everything on, like, social media. And I feel like everybody, like, oh, I want to be like that. I want to be like that. Which is already making people feel self-conscious and being themselves. That's already, like, a big factor. You're already, people already feeling like, oh, I'm not enough. People like this, like, insecure people.
But the crazy thing in that is, if this person they have the means to change their body. Obviously, they don't like something about their body.
Exactly.
But that don't mean that you gotta go and do the same thing, because some people be looking botched.
Very.
And if your thighs don't match your butt, like,
exactly.
You don't have to do everything just because, like, there are people. Everybody has a preference. Everybody has what they like or whatever, and it's like, are you trying to attract a certain person, the reason that you're doing this? Exactly. Or is it actually because you do want to feel better about your body? Like, which one is it? Because I feel like that's a big debate going on, that people be like, oh, well, they do it for the attention of men. And then the ladies are like, no, we do it because it's how we want to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, if you are doing it for a man, I feel like you don't really have to, because I never had a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I actually really I was just at the gas station and somebody tried to take me out.
Exactly.
Like, it wasn't no disrespectful stuff. It was just, because I don't even really go out enough for people to be like, oh, let me, or whatever. But the way that I hear gas station stories compared to what I just experienced, like, literally today, it wasn't nothing. Yeah. I was just told, like, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
Thank you. You know what I'm saying? And he was just like, oh, what's your name? I'm like, oh, I'm Ty. Okay, I'm such and such. And I'm like, okay, well, have a great day. Like, it was no weirdo energy or nothing, but and he just seen me for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Like, somebody's out there gonna like you regardless.
Exactly. And that's why I said, it's no disrespect to anybody who, because by all means, if you have the money to do it, go right on ahead. But I just don't, like I said, for girls my age, because I know girls my age, I know we're not like getting BBLs and like that. Well, some people are, but I'm just saying, like,
some people got money.
But I feel like, honestly, if you are looking, like, if you're feeling insecure about your body because you're looking at other women on Instagram who also change your body, that's just insecurity leading insecurity.
Yes.
Because they had to be insecure enough to go get something done to their face, their body. Like I said, no disrespect, but they had to be insecure to get something done.
They had to be feeling some type of way.
It had to be some type of way. They didn't think they were perfect or, trying to be perfect. And you're doing what they're doing because you're insecure and you're looking at them thinking they have all the problems figured out, but they had to change something too.
Yeah, and regardless of that anyway, they still gonna get backfired no matter what you do, because it's like, oh, you don't have enough butt, oh, exactly. You're flat, or you look like this, or you look like, and at the end of the day, does it really even matter?
It don't.
Like,
they don't.
There are literally random people who comment on my TikTok all day long, don't know me at all, and then at the end of the day, once you close the app, you're like, okay.
Yeah, it's like it's social media. Like I said, it's just like, you just get on there, be social, get off. You don't know, at the end of the day, you don't know most of these people unless like they're family and friends that you follow on there. But you're gonna get off there and not speak to them people.
Ever again.
Unless you're replying to a comment or they're replying to your comment.
Oh, and I'd be ready for that. But have you ever had to sit down or confront a friend like that you were on the edge with because of this? Like, have you ever brought it to their attention, or is it more of like a ghosting situation? How did that play out?
So, like I said, previously in my middle school years, I would just like pull them aside and tell them how I feel, because stuff really gets to me. Like, I'm really like, not saying I'm such a sensitive person, but like if I call you my friend, I'm expecting just that. Friends.
What does that mean to you?
What, like being a friend?
Yeah, like what if I had a checklist of what a friend has to have, what would your ideal friend look like?
So first, not someone that's envious of me, someone who wants to build with me, someone who's like, give me my flowers, I give them their flowers, somebody who is a good listener, who can listen to me, who I can vent. And like I said, sometimes I'm gonna have friends that I don't go and vent to, because I said they're just party friends. Like, I get,
right, we not that deep.
Not that deep.
I mean, that's what it is. Okay,
basically, like I said, just someone who could be there for me, I could be there for. It's just like no problems. And I know a friendship is not gonna be perfect. We're probably gonna have arguments and stuff, but I don't like the fallouts. I don't like the going to social media after we stop being friends. I don't like none of that stuff. Like, that's not a good friend to me. So I feel like I said, a good friend, somebody who I can bring an issue to, and we
can solve it.
No, Instagram don't know about it. Nobody else know about it. The other friends don't know about what we're going through. We can solve it.
No, because that's a big one.
Yeah.
It's been times where you tell somebody something in confidence, and it's like, how did this get back to this girl?
Exactly.
And I don't know. Like, I don't know if they're trying to problem solve or see if I already had went to this friend about the situation.
Yeah.
But it's like, if I come to you, I'm coming to you and not them for a reason. If I put both of y'all in the room together, I'm not trying to get separate,
Exactly.
It just doesn't make any sense. Like, I've had instances like that where it's just like, how do you know that?
How do you know that? And honestly, that's honestly one thing I really dislike about, like, in friendships. Like, I will, like, ghost or, like, stop being your friend because of that. Not even the fact that you, like, went and, like, told because I get that we're all friends, but what if I didn't want that friend to know that?
Exactly.
I like I said, I've always had friends I know who I could tell stuff to. I know I can tell this friend something. I know I can't tell this friend much stuff.
Yeah.
And I hate that it have to be like that, because it's probably like, well, why are you their friend? But it's just like I said, it's just different. Like, I still love them. We're still friends, but I just know I can't go and tell them this.
That's not their purpose.
Not their
some
purpose.
Some people can't hold water. Some people may be sensitive to the topic.
Yes.
Maybe it triggers them. So you're looking out for them as well.
Exactly.
Or maybe you feel like, hey, maybe I vent to you a little bit too much. Let me get a different perspective or something along that line. But it's like we said, people take stuff and they, oh, you don't love me no more.
Exactly.
You don't trust me anymore. And it's like, where are you getting this from?
Yeah, that's not even the case.
Yeah.
I honestly feel betrayal. Like when that, like I said, that's happened to me before. Like I've, so a friend came up to me and said something that I told another friend, like not about them, but like about my business, and it really did hurt me. Like I'm not saying, I'm not being sensitive. It's just like, why though? Like
You keep saying that.
Yeah. Cause
how does this play on your self-esteem when you do go through things like this? Because you keep saying that you're not sensitive. And I feel like it's a negative connotation because I am sensitive. I am highly sensitive.
And guess what? My mom would say I'm sensitive.
And it's I feel like it's okay. My mom say the same thing. And, I mean, they say we act just alike.
Exactly. That's what my mom would say. Yeah.
I feel like because I think growing up, it was more so like, you got to be tough. You got to be this way. Yes. You got to be that way. But it's like, so what happens when I'm not that way? You know?
Exactly. And now it triggers me when people do say that I am sensitive because, like I said, I felt like I've had to be, like, not sensitive. So, like, insensitive.
Like,
so,
oh, you getting too much in your emotions.
Exactly.
But it's like, how I see it, everything that you are is a gift, no matter if it's what I have or what you have. You know what I'm saying? So maybe my sensitivity makes me more empathetic and makes me more compassionate towards people. But in your case, where you're very strong, you are somebody who can hold the fort down. You know what I'm saying? And those are both gifts. It's not anything wrong with either one. It's just the way that it is.
Yes.
But I just wanted to see how these do play on your self-esteem because I did keep hearing that.
Yeah, like I said, it does play a part on my self-esteem, of course, going through stuff like this. Cause, like I said, when I look for people, like I know people come in here, as a lesson or a blessing. They come, it's people gonna be in and out your life, but I'm the type of person, when I think of stuff, I'm thinking of forever. And I know I just always had that mindset since I was a little girl. Like, I'm thinking, like, friends, I want to be friends. I'm not just thinking, let's be friends and we just going to be friends for, like, 2 days or something. I don't want, like, I want to be friends till infinity. I want to be together till infinity. Like, that's how I just think about stuff. And however life may go, it may not go like that, but that's just how my heart is, like, at that moment. I'm thinking, like, friends forever, especially if we've been friends for years. I'm like, why would we not continue our legacy on being friends? I don't know. That's just how I think. So it really does hurt when things like this happen. Like I said, fallouts, the jealousy and stuff like that, because why? It doesn't have to be like that, and it really breaks my heart.
Aww.
And nobody talks about how friendship breakups hurt just as much as relationship breakups.
They do. We was talking about this on another episode where it was just like, do you remember your first friendship breakup or one that hurt the most, and why did it hurt the most?
I might gotta think. Okay, so what if me and the person are friends now, but we did have a big...
Y'all broke up, but y'all got back together.
Yes.
Okay, y'all spent the block.
So it was just... I don't want to get too... not that the situation is bad or nothing like that. I'm just basically... It was just a person really, really, really close to me, and this right here was actually on my part.
Yeah, okay.
This was actually my part, and it wasn't nothing intentional. It wasn't nothing intentional, nothing bad. What happened, but I made a mistake, and like I said, it wasn't intentional. It wasn't to be nothing against that friend because I love this friend dearly. Like we are friends like now. I love this friend dearly, and to have to go through, like, I think, like, the end of 11th grade up till graduation, not cool with her.
Yeah.
Like, that really hurt. Like, that, I always said, I'm not one to say, oh, I don't care. Like, I know. I definitely care. Like, it definitely had me sad until we got back cool. And I know, like, our bond, we still working on it to, get it back right and stuff like that. And honestly, I'm the type of friend, I'll do anything in my power to, make that amends again because, like I said, it was my fault.
That's cool that you can, like, own it. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people will try to push the blame on somebody else and be like, well, the reason I did. And it's like, sometimes, it is our fault.
Yeah.
And, sometimes it's not. Like, yeah. But it's good to see that you could take ownership for what part you played in that.
Yes.
Yes. Well, let me see. I've had pretty much the same type of relationships for a long time. Like, I probably have had 3 that I know off the top of my head. And I know one of them, I kept reaching out afterwards. We stopped being friends because of a boy. that she was dating, and I had got upset because I was like, she stopped checking on me, but your man is checking on me. Like, that's weird to me. And I had said, and now this is what I was young. I was like in 9th or 10th grade. I want to say 10th grade. I was in 10th grade, and I had put it on social media because I was like, I mean, you can't text me, you can't call me back. You gonna see this, and that's how I felt at that time because I was like, what is this? What is going on? But that made her text me. Now, eventually, yes, we did end up just calling it, and we really didn't talk too much after that. Like 11th grade was weird. We had the same classes. It was just like every time I seen her, I was like, dang, that's crazy. Like,
exactly, yeah.
Like, we've been friends since elementary school, and now it's nothing. So
paid actress.
You feel me? Like, okay. But that did hurt my feelings because I was like, everything like that we had been through, this is where we stop it at, and this is why. Like, the reason was kind of crazy to me. But I mean, I've apologized a lot, but did I get a response? No, but I did my part.
Exactly, and that's all that matters. Honestly, at the end of the day, you did your part.
Yeah. So, but that would like. I'm trying to think. Have I ever broke up with one of my friends because of envious factors? I did. And I think that one was just when I lost weight. Now, if it was because of that, I don't know. Because of around the same time that we was breaking up, I was going through my diabetes diagnosis. Yes. So I was already losing weight. So I don't know if it was, I got too busy. Because she would make comments like, we need to go to the gym. And I'm like, girl, I'm $120. I don't need to go nowhere. But it was like when I was 180, every time I asked you to go to the gym, it was, I'd rather go eat. Let's go watch a movie. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it made it look, even if it wasn't that, it made it look like you were jealous of my weight loss, and it was weird. But yeah.
And honestly, I'm not. No disrespect to her, but that's like kind of crazy that she would be jealous of that because the situation behind it.
She didn't know though.
Because I was about to say.
It was a time where I didn't even know what was going on, but after I figured it out, it was too late because she already had been acting funny before we got the true diagnosis of what was going on. But it was like, I mean, I will say, out of the 2 or 3 breakups, I want to say I've at least apologized, or I was being apologized to for what had happened, which made me feel better. Because it was like, dang, we really was just that close. Like, I looked at you as my sister, and now we don't talk anymore. We don't FaceTime anymore. We don't, you know what I'm saying? So I will say some of the things are amendable. Some of them weren't. But, yeah. Like, how do you not get into a negative space when you get into these? Or is it automatically like, dang, I feel down?
Okay, so I've grown a lot. Like, I really have. Even just my freshman year in college, I've grown a lot. So I deal with things differently now, and I'm so happy that I do, because honestly, I'm not a saint. I'm not a bad person though. I'm definitely not a bad person, and I'm definitely a great friend. But it's some things about me that I wish I could change too, as in wanting to get better in that way. So before, when stuff like this would happen, like you said, sometimes I would go to social media. Not even put it out on blast or tag them like that. But I might post a quote or something. I might throw a little, because but it's all because I'm hurt, I'm frustrated. So that was my first thing to go. Or sometimes I would just, I have this one bad. So when say something happens, but I just know that I'll be right with this situation. Nobody can tell me. Nobody cannot tell me I don't be right. So say me and a friend, we going through something, and then right after they actually go not post the quote, they actually go post and what happened on social media, and then when I'll text them or call them with the quickness, hey, what's going on? They'll be like, oh, it's not about you.
I don't lie about it.
Don't lie, because it's about me, and I know it's about me because, like I said, y'all go social media 0.3 seconds after we just
Yeah.
I'm still texting you in our messages, and you on social media already
Right.
tagging me and stuff and posting stuff. So, but I do have a bad habit of sometime, I guess, thinking everything is about me. But it's only because, like I said, the signs that are given to me, like
Yeah.
0.3 seconds, and you going to and you making you're writing the post up there. And like I said, nothing wrong with it. 'Cause like I said, I've gone to social media too,
Yeah.
but you gotta tell our like why. 0.3 seconds, and then you tell me like, no, it's not about you. Like, no, it
Be
is.
like, okay, then
So
who's it about?
exactly. So don't lie. Just don't lie about it. Just tell me. So now though, I don't know. I just learned to just not worry about nothing at all. I distance myself. Sometimes that's what I do. Distance myself.
Okay.
Like I'll distance myself, and if they don't reach out, like not saying I want them to reach out to me, but if they don't reach out to me, then we just won't talk again.
I
But
feel that.
it makes me. My mental health is better by doing that. Before I would let it just like linger on in me. And I think I'm an overthinker. I'm
Yeah.
so bad at overthinking. Like I overthink all the time about every
You
little
are
thing.
literally me.
I'm saying like every little moment I'm overthinking. So this helps me not overthink anymore. I just when I think somebody talking about me on social media now, I get off the app. I just
What made you want to grow in your personal journey? Like, what made you get more into like, I need to change? Like, what was some of your first steps like that you started doing? Did you start journaling, or did you start meditating, or like taking walks, coming out, to nature? Like, what did you do?
so it's honestly crazy. I did my big change actually freshman year of college. After that situation happened with the girl I told you that I was friends with, I was just tired. I was tired of everything. Like I did see some time in friendships I was getting used and just being too nice about everything, and like why am I the one apologizing when y'all the ones that's doing wrong and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I just thought I was taking a me journey. Like I was journaling. I was writing my notes sometime.
Okay.
I would go in my Bible and like highlight stuff, like trying to get closer to God and everything. I feel like I needed to change for myself, for my mental health, because like I said, I'm an overthinker. So I've been trying to think of like how to cope with my overthinking, because it's actually like really bad. Like I overthink and make myself sad so many times.
Yeah.
Like I put myself in situations that don't even happen in real life. I'm like, why is this your scenario in your head?
Yeah.
Why it's always the worst? It's always like bad. Sometimes I be worried, sometimes I don't. But now, like I said, I just been trying to, like you said, I go in my notes. I write in my notes on my iPad. I got my Bible app on there that I be going to, just reading stuff. I write sometimes. Like I said, I journal sometimes. I just been taking like a me thing, and it's really helping me. Like I said, the overthinking has come to a minimum. It's not where it used to be, so I'm proud of that. And I know
I'm
it's just baby
glad.
steps, but I'll get
Where do
there.
you ultimately want to see yourself in your journey? Like, if you could see yourself next year, or maybe 2 years, because obvious time be moving. So how would you want you to see like your future Kayla self, like as a grown woman? You know what I'm saying? Like, where do you want to see yourself?
I want to see myself basically like, I don't want to get like, I get attached. Like I said, I get attached to my friends and stuff, and I know it shouldn't be like oh you shouldn't have to detach yourself, or you shouldn't have to change yourself. I don't want to change myself. I still want to be the same Kayla I am, like good heart, nice. I still want to be
The
that
fundamentals.
I still want to be that same Kayla. I just want to be, like I said, I want to be better. I don't want nothing to be able to bother me.
Okay.
Like nothing. Like I mean, let's just like something like like
Understandably.
like, but I don't want the little stuff that triggers me to trigger me. I don't want to be that Kayla. I don't want to have to be that Kayla that has to go on social media and argue with somebody, or
Right.
especially a friend at that. Or I don't want to have to be that Kayla that's always having to accuse somebody of doing something. I want to be worry free. Honestly, that's how I want to be mentally. I want to be worry free, and I still want to I want to be able to have good friends. Friends that I said like have my back. I have their back. I just want to be, that's what I'm working towards. Like I said, it's been a minimum of the overthinking and stuff like that, but I want to get all the way better with everything. And also, I have social anxiety. Like, I do.
Really?
I do. I have social anxiety. Like, I don't like being around, like, real big crowds and stuff. Like, and that's why I feel like in college I didn't do as much. Like, when I go to, like, basketball games and football games, I get, like, anxiety goes through the roof, like chest pumping, like it's actually bad. But sometimes I can like I can be chill at like a function or something like that. But most of the time and then when my anxiety gets bad, I get like bad thoughts. So I also trying to work on that too, the anxiety part of everything, social anxiety part of everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now that's something I didn't know. I thought you were more social.
And I'm so back when I was in like middle school and I say the beginning of high school, I was definitely more social. But like I don't know what happened to me. I kind of just like went in a shell. But like I said, I'm still like I be active on Instagram sometime, or
Yeah.
I still talk to people. It's just I'm just like kind of like I don't mind distance myself. I've always been a distant person. Like that's one thing with my friends that I also do want to get better with. I want to be able to be distant and not like taken away from my friends. Like you see what I'm saying? Like I still want to be there for my friends, but I still want to be there for them, not take my distance away from them.
Yeah.
But
put a boundary on it.
Put a boundary on it. Yes, I don't want it to be like you can't be our friend. You gotta distance yourself and you can't be our friend at the same time. I don't want it to be like that. I try not to make people feel like that. I try to text my friends and make sure they're good, they're okay. Even if we don't talk every day, we're not gonna talk every day.
Right.
I try to check on them and stuff to show them that like just because I am like a kind of distant person, I kind of like being to myself. I still love y'all and I'm still here for y'all. I always tell them that like I'm still here for anybody. I just
As I feel like as you grow, first of all, I got two things to say. As you grow, you're gonna see the things that you like and you dislike about yourself, and I feel like it is a healthy thing to take action like you're doing, and in that comes balance. Yes. Sometimes you're gonna have to cater to yourself a little bit more than you do your friends, because at the end of the day, if you're not good, it's gonna be really hard to pour from an empty cup, so to speak.
Yes.
So I feel like even if you don't do it as often and you try to wait to see like, is anybody gonna check on me?
Exactly.
Then you take that time and you evaluate what you got going on in your life. So that was number one. Number two is you spoke on going from social to shell. Mm-hmm. I feel like over time, or whenever you have time, you should probably unpack that within yourself. Whether you're writing it down or you're like, how did I get to this place? Like, what actually happened along the way? Like, is it the situation that I did have with my friends that make me feel like I can't speak out, or do it feel like every time I say something I'm wrong, or I'll be put in a box to make me feel like I'm wrong? Yes. Like, I feel like that will help you a lot. And if you do want to reverse that, I feel like coming into that space where you can be like, well, this did happen to me and now I'm okay. And I feel like that's going to open you back up.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I always felt like when it came to me, I just feel like everybody, like not saying everybody. I have great friends, but I'm just saying like the situations that I've been like over the years since middle school, elementary, everything. I've always felt like when it came to me, everybody always acted funny. Like it's always like I said, it's always I just don't like how I always just been so like
done.
Like, what I'm saying? Like, left out, and just, like, everybody else is giving everybody their flowers, and then when it's come to me, it's kind of like, it's just, like, funny acting. I don't like to feel like that, because why would you, like, leaving one person out is just not, and it makes you feel horrible. Like, it really does.
Now, with your, like, okay, for future making friends, like, whether it's in the workplace or you meet them at a function or whatever, like, would you have those conversations earlier about celebrating each other and making sure that one another feels important and supported, and like making it a bullet point in your list, like, hey, this is what I value in a friendship, and if you can't do that, like I mean, because it's almost like a relationship.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's just no romance. So I feel like it's really important to get that on the table, because the sooner that you emphasize like, this is who I am, then people have no rebuttal on being like, oh, well, you changed, you didn't used to be like that. Exactly. But if you stand on what it is at the beginning, or at least when the conversation is appropriate, I feel like people be like, yeah, I mean, that's her, that's Kayla, you know what I'm saying? I had to tell somebody else that, because it was like, she'll come to me and she'll be like, I don't know if I want to tell my boyfriend this and that, but it really bothers me. You keep waiting then.
Yeah.
Because and then it's gonna become an expectation that you allow these things.
Exactly.
When you know you don't like them. Let these people know, because if you can't be that person, if you have no grind, if you are not self-driven, I don't want to be around you, because I'm trying to elevate,
Exactly.
and get to another place.
Exactly.
If you always at home and you ain't never trying to do anything, we can't connect on the level that you wish to, because I am now higher.
Exactly.
And it's not even like, I don't want to say it like it's I'm better than you,
Yeah.
but I'm better for myself, so I'm going to keep on doing it and surrounding myself around people who get it.
Yes.
I mean, that's just what that is.
And I've always had a voice, but I definitely feel like growing up like I'm finding my voice more. Like, not saying I never needed friends. Like, it was never a need for me to have, friends, but nice to have. But I'm just saying, like, I feel like I have a voice now. Like, I don't have to, not say depend on nobody,
Yeah.
but just like I said, I feel like I'm okay with being my own company now. And that's that's okay for me. I mean, like I said, I still have friends that I hang out with, great friends, but I'm okay. Like, the point I'm at right now, I'm okay being alone. I'm okay being with people. I'm okay with being alone.
Yeah.
It's just,
I feel like that is good though. Being comfortable with that, because I feel like people who aren't okay with either scenario can get more anxious about it.
yeah.
And the thoughts will start flooding, because
Yes.
it's like, oh, I need somebody to talk to. Oh, I need this. I need to be around somebody. And then when you're not, it's
Exactly.
like you just crumble.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's a good thing that you acquired.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, Jamie.
Oh my gosh, we are coming to the end of this. That is so crazy.
Can I be on some more of these?
Yes, you can. I would love to have you. We're gonna wrap it up, and then we're gonna talk about it.
Okay.
So, do you have any key takeaways from this episode that you would like to share with them before we get out of here?
Guys, I got some advice. Just like I said, be mindful that if you are an envious friend, just be mindful that sometimes what you're wishing for, like, the people that have it, like, they could be going through different stuff, internal stuff themselves. So just because it looks good to you doesn't mean that it's always good in, many different ways. So just be mindful of that when you're being a friend. So try to, like, just not be envious. Try to just, me and my friend both gonna eat. We both gonna, win. Just think like that. And if you're the person that's going through this, honestly, I know it might be hard depending on how long you've been friends with someone, but you might just need to, move on, because like I said, it's gonna be repetitive. It's not gonna get better unless, like, that person genuinely, wants to be your friend and say, okay, let me stop this. Other than that, everything that you get, every milestone that you make in life, every goal that you complete, is gonna be like
a competition.
And those little jokes that your friends make and stuff, they're not jokes.
They're not
jokes. If they say they're saying it in a funny way, but they're meaning the truth when they say that. So believe them when people say something. Don't think that you're tripping or nothing. Don't think like, oh, maybe it's me. No.
Don't take it lightly.
Believe them. Don't take it believe them when they say that. And honestly, just be a good friend to your friends, guys. That's in the end. Just be a good friend. Be a good listener. If you are just a gym partner or coworker friend, then just be that.
Play your position, man.
Just play your part. Just play your part.
Yeah. To add on to her, always have self-awareness. Practice that. Practice compassion in your friendships, and practice gratitude, because the things that people often don't think about is giving thanks and, like she said, celebrating your friends. So make sure that they feel appreciated. Make sure that they know that they're loved. Make sure that they know that they're heard, and be there for your people. If you act like you're gonna do it.
Exactly. Yeah.
If you're gonna be there, be there. And I feel like today was a great conversation.
Yes.
I want to thank you for coming out here today.
Thank you for having me. I'll be back.
Yeah, she will be back. So I'm Taisha. This is Kayla. This is Don't Bite Your Tongue. I don't even know if I said that in the beginning.
I don't think so.
But we promise we won't bite our tongue, and I hope you won't either. Till next time. Bye.